What's up, YouTube? It is time to complete my ACL recovery number 2 surgery to return to ski series by giving you a summary of my ski season because it's over now. And I'm not going to say that it ended particularly well, but it could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse, but I'll save the ending till the end to build suspense. The last video I posted on here was right before I hit 9 months post-op, so I was still easing into skiing, trying things out. I had a super low risk tolerance at that time, and I kind of carried that forward for the whole month and a half that I lasted on skis after that. But it was a good month and a half. I got a lot of things done in that time. I had a couple of really good deep powder days here in the Pacific Northwest, skiing nice heavy Northwest powder.
Oh my god! Dude, that was so good. What the? Attaboy.
I got to go heli-skiing for one of my first times here in the Northwest. Unfortunately, we did not luck out with conditions and had some of the worst snow conditions I've ever skied in my life up there, but took a couple of crashes while we were heli-skiing. It was my first time falling on my skis since surgery, and it's super nerve-wracking the first time to like get that first crash out of the way.
This snow is so bad.
Horizontal.
We're making a movie!
What happened?
Get everything nice and ready. Yeah, good boy. Ah!
I had one day of spring skiing in the park, which was a nice little tease because that ended up being my only day of park skiing all year, and I was really scared going into it. Like, hitting jumps for the first time in 2.5 years was definitely really intimidating. Park is so much about style with kids these days, and my pants were not baggy enough, but I'll get double XLs next year, don't worry. But it was good to like break that fear barrier a little bit and get through a couple hours of skiing park with the kids.
Oh!
I got to travel a bunch, got to go skiing in Europe where the snow was also just about as bad as it could possibly be, but the Aperol was firing.
What's up, YouTube? Coming to you live from Chamonix, which you can see all the way down the valley there. Benjamin out.
Oh yeah, Johnny Depp.
I got 1 day of spring touring in, going out on a really big long tour with like the classic Northwest bushwhacking at the start and getting up high late in the season, which felt really good. I definitely miss like the type 2 fun, going out and doing something really hard and suffering with your friends for a long time. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
again, that was a nice little tease because it's one and done. And honestly, my knees felt great, especially my left knee, the new one. It was almost painless the entire year. I ended up never skiing with a brace because it felt good, and also I thought it would help me with some of my risk assessment a little bit, which it did for the most part. I would say I had a really low risk tolerance. Like I was pretty much chilling the whole year right up until the very end. I didn't stop strength training all season. I was still heavy lifting at least twice a week, sometimes more. But I did like let myself get off my regular gym schedule by taking the opportunity to travel quite a bit and, you know, skiing every day that it made sense to ski, which wasn't always too often. Like we definitely had a bad year in the Northwest again, and everywhere else I went, I just never quite nailed the timing of the snow conditions anywhere. And the whole year I felt like I was really just kind of holding out for the spring, but I didn't quite make it past April 5th. So that brings us to April 5th, approximately 10 and a half months post-op. I was on a shoot with K2 in Austria. We were skiing at St. Anton. I hit a jump onto a good steep landing where my only fear was that it would be quite sticky because it was late in the day and the snow was definitely really sticky. And I won't say that my composure in the air was fantastic for sure, but like it wasn't terrible. Like I just haven't hit a lot of jumps in the last couple years while I've been dealing with ACL surgeries. So this was definitely like a step for me, but it felt like a very calculated risk. I just never foresaw that I could land and break my tibial plateau. My skis, I guess, stuck a little bit in the sticky snow and I instantly hyperextended and cracked my tibial plateau. I fell for like a lot of rotations where both of my skis stayed on. And since this was, you know, 10 and a half months post-op and like I was still thinking about this knee all the time, I obviously immediately thought that I had torn the ACL again and I was just freaking out. I really threw a fit out there. The other 2 times that I've torn my ACL have both been in the backcountry and I've had to ski out myself. But this time I went to stand up on this knee and I could not. I just fell over. This was my first injury in a ski area. We were able to get a toboggan to bring me down, which is good because I don't think I could have. It hurt so bad. Like I knew something was different than the other ACL tears because it's never been that painful before. But I had just assumed that it was an ACL plus something else, so like ACL meniscus or something. I really never thought that my bone could have broken from that, what I thought was like a pretty chill impact. But it did! For the next like 5 days or 6 days that it took me to get from St. Anton to Innsbruck to fly home to get to Seattle and go get imaging, I was just assuming my ACL was torn. I got MRI, CT scan, and x-ray that showed miraculously my ACL and all other ligaments were intact. It was a huge relief. Like I was so stoked to find out that my new ACL hadn't torn. I was just like giddy for days afterwards after that imaging. But since then, in the couple weeks that it's been, it has dawned on me that breaking my tibial plateau actually isn't like that chill of an injury. So, oh yeah, I guess I can show you. I'm not hiding it anymore. Yeah, who knew that it would be so annoying to be on crutches for like 2.5 months. But that is what we're working with now. So I'll make more injury recovery vlogs. But I've been really sad, honestly, like another knee injury for a third year in a row. And having not really started skiing until 9 months post-op in mid-February, like this was such a short season for me after 2 other super short seasons in a row. It's not sick, but it's part of the game. It's been really frustrating to have taken this opportunity to like have a career in skiing, and since day 2 of my ski career began, I've just been battling these knee injuries, so I haven't been able to like perform and put anything out that I'm really proud of in terms of like my actual skiing. So I have it really built up in my head that like I've never done anything cool and nothing I've put on the internet is impressive, blah blah blah. Like no one's ever actually told me that. It's just, you know, we're all our own greatest critics, and I am super in my head about it. And I was already so hungry to make something I'm proud of, and I was working on a film for this year that was gonna be like an opportunity to get some impressive skiing done later in the season, like now during the spring. But that's not gonna happen. Same thing goes for biking. Like I'm gonna have to be easing back into biking for months after this, and I just am frustrated. A couple months feels like forever. 3 years of knee injuries in a row kind of is forever. So for now, I will leave you with I was feeling like I needed to do something really dramatic. I tried to commit to getting bangs yesterday, which is why my hair looks so ridiculous. I look insane. Everyone at the salon was like, you do not want bangs, you're gonna regret this, you don't have the right face shape for it, whatever. But I was like determined, and I told so many people I was gonna do it that I felt like I had to at least half commit. So this is my half commitment to bangs. I can tell you already, I so completely regret this, and my only thing that I don't regret is not fully committing, because if I had fully committed to like I mean, these are gonna be really short when my hair curls, but if I had fully committed to this and it was gonna take like a year and a half to grow out of my eyes, this is so annoying. Everyone who said it would be annoying and I would regret it instantly, you were right, so annoying. I don't know how people do this. Like it looks so good when people do them right and fully commit to it, but yeah, this is just not it for me. So now I get to live with that regret on top of everything else. Yeah, so I'm doing great, and I'll see you next time.